What up, and welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. I have a matchup today of Blue Buggy into Red Shanks. This is a matchup that can go multiple ways, in my opinion. If it's a more control builds where they try to remove things, Ben Beckman, Rayleigh, as long as we get a Croc and Mihawk out, it should be relatively straightforward. If it's more of a rush variant or some other type of variant, could cause some trouble. Play my good friend Pipe 90. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. We won the dice roll. We are going first. And again, I think the idea here is we really want a Croc and Mihawk. We already molded our hand. Didn't have what we were looking for. Searchers, and we want Croc and Mihawk. That's kind of what we want to start off with. And we're going to have a Croc and Mihawk in hand and a Searcher event, so we're going to be able to search top 4. Get out a Galdino, add a 10 cost Buggy. Probably going to add the 10 cost Buggy. I think we're going to need those. Because once we get to the late game, he starts dropping Kaiju a lot. I need to be able to bottom deck them. He's going to do 2 Dawn and then pass. We go to our 3 Dawn turn. And I think the move here is we just swing a big 8. We don't have anything to play, so we swing. He takes, no trigger. He goes to his 4 Dawn turn. And yeah, we're going to Croc and Mihawk next turn into Alvida. That's the play. So we got that ready to go. He swings 5 life. We take, no trigger. He's going to tap 4 for the new Shanks. That's a blocker, but also he can pitch a card. I'm just going to read it right here. The effect is essentially he can turn any card into a 2K once per turn. I'm going to swing 5 life. He just leader effects. We're going to leader ability, pitch the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. Probably pitch the Dofi here, and then play down Alvida, draw 3, trash 2. I think we already have a promo Buggy in hand. We might not. We're gonna pitch a Searcher, and thinking we're gonna pitch a 2K. I'm gonna keep the promo Buggy Mihawk play next turn. Shut off that Shanks from attacking. Not that he might not attack with it because it's a blocker. He's gonna tap 5 for a Yasop. He becomes a 6K leader for the turn. He still has 1 down standing. He's going to swing 6 life. I'm going to give him a 2K. I'm anticipating a 7K swing with Shanks. But instead, he's going to tap 1 for a Uta Searcher. I believe he gets to search top 4. Maybe it could be top 5 for Red Hair Pirates. So he's thinking it through. Shanks' ability, leader ability, is once per turn. He can give minus 1,000 power to a character or leader. He's going to add a building snake, and he's going to pass. So he keeps that Shank standing, keeps the blocker standing. And here we're just going to immediately hard cast Promo Buggy into Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. Gonna pitch the Richie. We have 2Ks and 3 10 cost Buggy in hand, so we're looking pretty. We have the Mihawk blocker. His Shanks can attack. His Yasop can. I could have been a little bit more aggressive and pitched a card to leader ability of the promo Buggy into Mihawk, but at this point I think I'm kind of just going to play the patient game. Let's keep hand size big. Let's keep 2Ks and 10 cost Buggies in hand, and then let's get ready to start dropping. Next turn we can drop a Kaiju. So he's going to swing 7. He also gets a minus 1,000 power with the Yasop swing. So he minuses 1,000 power to the Shanks. We're going to take this hit, and he minuses to the Mihawk blocker. The Mihawk is now 6K. He's going to tap 7 for a Ben Beckman. He's going to attempt to trash the Mihawk, and I'm going to pitch the promo Buggy to protect, and then now he's going to swing 5 life, and I'll just protect with the Mihawk blocker. So now we're in a position where I can Buggy away the Ben Beckman. I also could Buggy away the Yasop, but I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to swing 5 life and see if he uses leader ability. Instead, he turns the Shank sideways, so I could have potentially played this better. I think this should have been a 6K swing. Force him to either give counter, use leader ability, something along those lines. Instead, I'm going to now have this forward on. I think I'm going to try to bully this Yasop. I'm thinking about what I want to swing. I don't want to swing the Croc and Mihawk, so I'm going to swing 9 into the 6. He still has both abilities, leader ability and the Shanks on board, so he could potentially give -3. So first he uses leader ability, and then he uses the Shanks ability to pitch another Shanks. So he's minus the Alvida -3. I swing 9 into the 6, so now I'm essentially swinging 6 into the 6. He needs to give a 1K, and he does. I think he gives a 2K actually. So now we're going to leader ability, pitch a 2K bottom deck to Ben Beckman, and we're going to pass it back to him. We have 3 life, we have a standing blocker, and we still have the Croc and Mihawk. His only real swings we have to respect at this point are the Yasop and lead. He could play a rusher down here. He could play like a 10 cost Shanks, for example. Prepared to lose the Alvida, don't want to lose anything else. And then the next turn, we're going to establish the Buggy. So he's going to tap 6 for the new Shanks. He becomes a 7K leader. He gets to cheat it out for 6 because we have the Buggy on board. It's a 9-10 body. And then he's going to swing a big number into the Alvida with the Yasop. And now he still has 3 Standing Dawn, and he's a 7K leader. He's going to tap 1 for a Building Snake. And then he's going to swing 8 life, will take no trigger, and he passes the 1 Dawn Standing. Building Snake he can put to the bottom of his deck at any time on his turn, and minus 3,000 power to a character. So here, I think the move is, let's try to bully this Yasop with the 12K swing. I know he has that 1 Dawn Standing. I know he can give with the Shanks and leader ability. He could potentially, maybe we should think more about the number, but I just want to see what happens if I swing this 12 into the 6. I do have a 10 cost Buggy in hand. I'm going to bottom deck that Shanks he has. So he is going to pitch a Shanks to minus 2,000 power to my Buggy, and then give the Shanks as a blocker. So my Buggy is 3,000 power for this turn. But we did succeed in getting rid of, I guess we got rid of the Shanks. That Shanks wasn't going to attack, but at least he was getting some value out of it. And now I'm just thinking, he still hasn't used leader effect. I think that's what I asked him. But he did use that Shanks. So think about the best way to swing this. And I think I'm going to swing 5. I'm going to put 5 down on either Croc or Mihawk or the Mihawk. And think about what's the better one to put it on. I think it's better to put it on the Mihawk. I really need the Croc and Mihawk in this matchup. So let's swing 12 into the 6. We get it. Now let's leader ability, pitch a Dofi, Buggy away. And his board's just a 2-1 cost. I think they're both 2,000 power. We're at 2 life. Feeling pretty comfortable. He's going to tap 2 for a red force. He can rest the stage to give minus 1,000 power. So he minuses 1,000 power to the Mihawk. He still has, I believe, at 4 life. He might be at 3 life, but I think he's at 4. But yeah, next turn we have 2 Buggies. We're ready to start putting a lot of pressure on, and plus we have another 10 cost Buggy in hand. If he plays another Kaiju down, he plays like a 10 cost Rush Shanks. He's going to swing. Oh, he's going to Building Snake, activate effect, put it on the bottom of his deck, minuses 3,000 power. So our Mihawk is at 3,000 power. He's going to swing 5 into 3. We'll let that die. And I believe he still has 8 Standing Dawn. He's only used 2 for the Red Force. He's going to put, I think, 7 Dawn on Uta and swing 9 life. We'll take this, no trigger, and he passes. So the first thing we're going to do is, now let's kill that Uta. If he's going to swing with it, we're going to kill it. He still has 1 Standing Dawn. So let's just swing our 12s at him. 12 life. Still have all Standing Dawn, 12 life. He takes no trigger. And I think the move here is, I'm just thinking it through. I could Croc and Mihawk again. I could play the Richie blocker. I think what I'm going to do is hard cast the Croc and Mihawk. But first, let's swing the Croc, because I don't need the promo Buggy anymore, so I can play over it. I don't anticipate him. Also thinking if I want to do that, because the Rushers maybe potentially could have like a Rush Zoro or a Rush Kid and Killer. Maybe I don't want to play over the promo Buggy. But just going to hard cast the Croc and Mihawk, see what we draw. Draw 2, trash 1. We can play the Alvida. Ultimately, let's play a blocker. Let's pitch the Alvida. And then we're going to tap play the Kabaji off of it. And then now let's swing 9 life. I feel comfortable swinging this Croc and Mihawk because I have another one on board. Who's going to leader effect, tap 1 for Divine Departure to go +3. So that's essentially 4. And then he gives another counter on top of that. So we got him down to 2 life. He's at 10 Dawn. He has no board. We do have a standing blocker. He's going to swing 8 into life. We'll just give the Kabaji blocker. He's going to Red Force and then attempt to trash a Croc and Mihawk, and we will pitch a Croc for that. And then now he has no Standing Dawn. We have a bunch of swings we can do. We'll swing 12 life, 12 life, and then I think we can just swing 17 and we got it. So he's gonna start countering 2K, 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 and then that's about it. So yeah, this game is about when it is according to plan as against Shanks. You get the Crocomia Hawk out early, kind of weather the storm against the Yasups and whatever they could potentially play, and then you just start dropping the 10-cost buggies. So yeah, very fortunate to see 3 10-cost buggies. Very fortunate to have an answer, and very fortunate to have the Crocomia Hawk out early. If you don't get the Crocomia Hawk out on curve on 5, all the removal starts happening, that Ben Beckman happens, we are in trouble. But yeah, able to get the dub here. Let me know in the comments if they could do differently. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.